Top tips. I'm going to give you 5 to thrive in 25. Tip number 1 is set goals. Tip number 2, manage your behaviors, not your results. Tip number 3 is journaling. Tip number 4 is to celebrate your successes. And tip number 5 is to learn from your failures. So let's just walk through those very, very quickly. Setting goals. You might well be the sort of person who thinks, well, I don't need to set goals. I'm very happy with my life. I'm happy with the way things are going. And I'm generally speaking, happy with pretty much everything. So why would I need to set goals? Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you're just happy with things as they are. And if they're still exactly the same in 12 months' time, that's fine as well. But if you're like most of us, there's always something that you could improve. And I'd urge you to reflect on your life and maybe divide it up into different segments. You know, have a look at your business and career, have a look at your financial situation, have a look at your friends and family, have a look at your significant other or romance in your life, have a look at your personal development, have a look at your physical environment, have a look at your health and your well-being, and have a look at fun and recreation. Divide your life up into those 8 different areas and mark each one of them out of 10. If there's anything which isn't a 10 out of 10, is that gap between where you are today and what 10 out of 10 would look like, is that gap big enough and important enough to you that actually maybe setting a goal in that area would really be helpful? Imagine what your life would be like in 12 months' time if it was a 10 out of 10 across the board. And that's very hard to achieve, by the way. Now, if you found some areas there which are worth improving and are worth setting goals around, then work backwards to today and set yourself a plan on how to actually achieve these things. And that plan should be based on behaviors. You can't manage your results. Results are the things that you only know about once they've happened. You can't manage the past, you can only manage the present and thereby influence and even intentionally design the future. And you intentionally design your future by managing your daily behaviors. Results are a product of the things that you do consistently, habitually, and ritually. And that takes you then into measuring those things. So if you take a journal and you journal every single day about the actions that you've taken and you just mark each one of those actions out of 10, how well did you do? If there was something that was truly fantastic, you give it a 10 out of 10. If it was something that was somewhere in the middle, you mark it a 4, 5, or 6. And then if it was something that really, on balance, you probably didn't do it very well, then you have to mark it down as a 1, 2, or a 3. Which takes you naturally into number 4, celebrate your successes. When you've done something really well, remember, you're not going to get results straight away from all of these behaviors, but it's the cumulative impact of those behaviors that is going to get you to the end result. So celebrate the successes, celebrate it when you've actually had a really good day, when those behaviors have just clicked and everything's worked. Give yourself a pat on the back for it. Because if you're celebrating those successes, it's also much, much easier to accept that some things are going to fail. It takes you to number 5. When you've marked something as a 1, 2, or a 3 out of your daily behaviors, then look at it and think, well, how could I have done it differently? What would I do differently next time? If it was something that's in the middle, like a 4, 5, or a 6, is there anything that I could have done that could have made it even better? Just turn the dial by 1% so that I get those marginal gains. So there you go, that's 5 tips to thrive in 2025. The clocks are about to reset as we go to January the 1st. Another 12 months of success, and I wish every one of you absolute success for the next year. Thank you.